went through a really tough time in my life like 3.5 years ago. And I just was, I thought, I had so many expectations. I thought everybody expected me to do all these things that like I wasn't doing and all this old stuff. Get it? I do think that the point of life is to like bring joy to other people though. I think the point of life, I think first you have to find it in yourself. Now I love to lose.
Tell me why.
Because every time I've lost something in my life, like not only is it like you come back and you try harder, but every time like another door opened for me.
Spirit fingers. I'm so excited. Mallory Irvin is with me.
We're like old friends.
I know. Isn't that great?
We travel the world together, Caroline.
You're one of the few people in Amazing Race history, though, who has ever done Amazing Race 3 times.
Well, you would think third time's a charm, but it was not. It was real far from a charm, wasn't
Third
it?
time, it didn't quite go as planned, right?
It didn't. But like you're close to your dad too. So like my dad was my partner.
Oh, and y'all were Team Yellow.
Oh, Team Yellow, and it was just awesome. And like we almost won, and then
Your dad just climbed Mount Everest for fun, and he's like, what? How old is your dad?
60.
He just climbed Mount Everest for fun at 60?
It's not fun for the family, I'll tell you that right now. The race. I think he got this bug in him. Like he had to just keep adventuring and adventuring and adventuring. So after our second season, I'm going to do all 7 summits, he said, before I turn 60. Like 7 summits? What do you mean 7 summits? Kilimanjaro, K2, Everest. Like he's going to do all the mountains. So he did all the mountains.
He did them all.
He did
So
all
your
the
dad
mountains.
just doesn't say he's going to do. That's the thing that distinguishes you and Gary, your dad, from everyone else is y'all don't just like have these grandiose ideas. You have them and then you actually do them, and you don't just do them, you do them well.
Well, thanks. That's nice of you to say. He always says this quote, and I think it's really cool. He's like, if you don't believe in God, climb a mountain. He's like, there's something cool just on the top of that mountain. It's just something different that he's never been able to find, like anywhere else doing anything else in the world. But like Everest, okay, do it once.
Yeah.
You lived.
Yes.
Let's good job.
Way to go, Gary. You did all 7, but he said no. I'm
No.
not done. So he
he was
needs that
like-
huge rush.
He does. So he lives for that like adrenaline rush. You know, he's a pilot. He does all these other
But
things.
you have that same need too.
Yeah, but
You're
like,
a pilot also.
I got some common sense about me to know. Maybe the body can't withstand this like more than once. So yeah, so he's going in September. He's going to do it again because he made it like 150 or something steps from the summit, almost there.
You grew up on a compound with 23 cousins, and y'all all lived together. I need to know how your childhood looked.
So we call it a compound. It wasn't like a weird compound. It was like a cool compound. We just call it a compound because so my grandparents lived.
Is this
in
your
the same-
dad's parents or your mom's?
My dad's.
Okay.
My mom's also live in the same like county, but not on the same farm. So it's like out in the middle of nowhere. It's called Boxville. Population like whatever my family is at the time. And so my grandparents, and then we all built houses around. So there's 6 siblings in my dad's family, and then all these kids, and I'm the oldest. And
So
I
you're
just
the
had
oldest of all 23.
all 23. So I was the queen. I was the chief of
Did you
the
boss
Indian
everyone
tribe.
around?
Oh wow, Lord, yes. Yes, I was the boss.
Yes, you were.
Oh Lord. You know, we lived a worldly life when we were little. Like, you know, I think it was the minds of my family that, you know, they brought things into our houses that like it wasn't about where we lived, but you know, just this setting. It was just cool. In the backyard, my pawpaw, Bud, he's still alive, still making moonshine and bourbon. Like, he's having us help, like, make the mash for bourbon, like making family bourbon. Everybody's like into hunting and just all this awesome stuff. I mean, it was a really cool way to go.
So you
I
learned
gotta
how to fly an airplane?
and play an instrument, or I can. But I
Can you
didn't-
fly and land an
So
airplane?
I have a student license. So I learned in college because like you just need to learn to fly an airplane, even though I don't fly airplanes
Yeah,
anymore.
I mean that's a great thing to just learn how to do. I mean I don't know if I could make myself do
I
it
feel like
though.
I just do it for my resume sometimes, you know.
But you can actually take it off and land it. Explain to me how. Okay, you grew up on the compound.
I know.
Population, family is where you live, and now you're like, okay, here I am coming to do Miss America.
So it's just really random. So I didn't do pageants. I was not a pageant.
You weren't a pageant girl.
No,
Okay, so
I'm
how'd you
still
get into
not.
this?
So I mean, and I was like, I'm short.
You are. You're like 5.
I'm like really 5.
Are
only
you like
5.
5? Just 5, flat.
5.
Flat,
So,
5.
just 5. And like, I didn't know you could qualify if you're just 5, but you can't.
So
luckily.
you decided you're going to do Miss America. Then you train
Yeah.
for it, and what happens? How do you enroll? How do you make it to
So-
actually getting to be the representative for your state?
So yeah, like it's cool because it's a job. So I loved like speaking and traveling and doing all this cool stuff. And a lot of people don't realize like the winner, so the Miss Kentucky will work for the Department of Agriculture, and I got to speak to like schools and stuff.
And
And
you're
I
going on
love
public speaking. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
I mean, all kinds of things. When I have like an audience of 800 kids, and like I'm already like wild and fun. Like a lot of these pageant girls are like,
No, not you.
but like I had the best time. I'd be like, get out here, and like just fun times and putting the crown on the boys, and just like we were having the best time. These kids say the funniest things and ask the funniest questions, and it taught me how to like, respond quickly,
Yes,
and like,
yes.
and that helped
It's a
me like
skill.
later in life. So I listened to all these people, and I thought it was about like being perfect and having everything right, and that is the most opposite from me. So that year I didn't win, and I thought that was the year I was going to win. I was just going to go Miss America and move on with my life. And I was 4th runner-up, and that was the thing in my life that happened. I hadn't lost anything before.
Okay.
And that was the thing that happened that made, now I love to lose.
Tell me why.
Because every time I've lost something in my life, like not only is it like you come back and you try harder, but every time like another door opened for me.
Can we like focus on that for a second?
Yeah.
Because that is the thing in life that is very hard to learn in the beginning. Like those first few times that you're
Mm-hmm.
learning that, like, and we talk about this. You and I have face planted hard
Yeah.
and stuff. Like we've given it our all, and it just like didn't.
Yeah.
Well, face planted for us. It's all relative.
Yeah.
You know? But once you face plant and you like realize that, okay, well shoot, that sucked, and this really is a painful experience, and I don't like the way I'm feeling. But once you like survive it, it's like a whole new world's
It's the
opened up.
best. Like I thank God I lost. Like I'm
Right.
just so glad. Funny.
Okay,
This is a funny story. So like I had kind of lost my mind there at the end before I decided to let it all go because I was so stressed and
And
I
you're
just
probably
wanted
trying to keep
win.
it all so tight and do everything
Yeah.
right.
And so I called my mom, and my mom was on. I have 4 siblings. My youngest brother was in the 8th grade, and they go on
You have
this like
4 siblings, so there's
Mhm.
5 of you.
or they're 3. So I'm the
You're the
oldest of
4th.
4.
Okay.
So they were on this like trip, this Washington D.C. He went to Catholic school. They were like visiting all these places, and they were visiting a cathedral. And I called my mom, and I like had lost my mind. I was like, Mom, I can't. I just don't know. I can't do it anymore. It's too stressful. I just feel like it's just not my time. Look, what if I lose? And like I just totally lost it. And usually my mom's like, you're gonna be great. And at that point in time, she'd heard it so many times that she was like, I don't know what to tell you. I gotta ask the Lord or something. So she walks in, and they were going into cathedral. It's so funny. So the kids had already gone in there.
Because y'all are a big Catholic family.
Yeah. So and like we were like, sometimes you gotta be like, Jesus, God, whoever you're talking to, you gotta send me something right now.
I
You
need-
gotta send
I
me
need
a
a sign.
sign. So my mom was like, I don't know what to do. This crazy child of mine. She's like, send me a sign. She like knelt down in that church and said that prayer, and she looked up, and the mosaic behind the whole altar was it was a picture of Jesus putting a crown on Mary's head, and it said, on her head will be placed a crown of 12 stars. And my mom was like, all right,
Oh my God, I
Let's
got
go.
body chills. I mean, that's crazy.
yeah. And I mean, whether you're a religious person or not, like I feel like sometimes the universe, it sends you those signs.
I totally agree if you're
Mhm.
willing to look for them.
So I got to Miss America, and I was runner-up. I like almost won. At the
What
end, though,
is that
I didn't
like?
even want to win at the end, I don't think.
Why?
I don't know. I just decided. I was like, you know what? I'm having such a great time being Miss Kentucky. And in the back of my mind, maybe I felt like I was supposed to do something else, something more. And by God, if I didn't lose that pageant and I got a call the next week, like, you want to do Amazing Race?
So
Well,
that's how you got
yeah.
to Amazing Race.
Mhm.
So if you would have actually won Miss America,
Couldn't have done it.
you couldn't have done
Mhm.
you couldn't have done Amazing Race.
Right.
Yeah, interesting.
It's funny.
I
Mhm.
swear to you. Okay, so now you're a YouTube star.
Oh, gosh. I don't know about
Which-
Star.
no,
I'm
you
trying to
are.
be.
You are. Okay. God, I just have to. I don't even know how to like start this because you have so much stuff, content,
Oh, that's
things,
nice.
talent to offer the world, and I am just now learning what YouTube
Oh,
is
thank you,
because I
Caroline.
haven't figured it out. But I went to your channel recently, and I've been watching it every day. How do you do
Oh,
all
God.
this?
YouTube is awesome for me because I can do everything.
And did it just
And-
start growing right away for you?
It did, but I wish that it would grow quicker. And I think that's where a lot of people I think like move on from this, because this influencer world, because you can look at numbers and stuff, or you can look at engagement. And my followers are followers.
They are.
They are fans, and they are regardless if I have 90,000 followers on Instagram, I'm getting the same kind of engagement that people with 1 million followers get. And I have to every day be like, thank you for this. Thank you for 50,000 on YouTube. Thank you for every single person that
awesome.
watches, like, I feel like is engaging. Not every single, but, you know, that's something to be thankful for. And I hope to grow it organically and then
Yes.
turn into some sort of blend of like an Oprah and a Martha Stewart and a DJ Khaled or something.
And a
Mother
who?
Teresa.
A DJ?
I don't know. I pick all the different ones. I'd like to have a little bit of
Yes.
Martha Stewart, a little bit of Oprah, a little bit of DJ Khaled, and a little bit of Mother
This
Teresa.
is DJ Colin?
Because he's so positive.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's the one that's like another one.
I don't know what that
He's
is.
so
Is he a
funny.
singer?
He's like he like produces rap
I'm
videos.
so old. I've got to get with the young
No,
people.
it's not. I don't even know him that well. He's just like all so positive. I think positivity and, you know, optimism and happiness and like energy, it just like feeds off, it multiplies.
It
And
does.
like
What you put out,
breeds
you get
things.
back.
Yeah. It's so great, like being able to sit in my living room and be able to listen to somebody say, I'm getting ready to get married. I can't afford to hire somebody to do my hair and makeup, and be able to create a bridal makeup tutorial. Or somebody saying, I can't lose weight. I'm like, well, Lord have
Oh
mercy.
my God,
Lord
your
knows,
weight loss video?
Lord knows I couldn't lose weight for 25 years, and I know a lot about that 25. I'm
Your weight loss stuff, I watched it. You're like, oh, this is so easy. But then I actually,
is easy.
I was talking to my sister about it because I was like, okay, I watched Mallory Irvin's weight loss thing. And I was like, she does the treadmill on 15 incline for 50 minutes and does all these ab crunches. And Catherine's like, that is so hard to walk
It's
on a
not
treadmill.
hard.
Not for you because you're the Energizer Bunny. And when you say this, you go, I want to find the quickest, fastest route to get what I want. And so-
Always in my life, I've wanted
but,
to do that.
But you're not scared of hard work though. That's
I figured out what works for me.
so what works for you?
I think I've always loved human beings. I love connecting to people just like you. And I think YouTube, they're sitting in their living room with their laptop open. They're hungry for something. They're looking for something they don't have in their own life or they can't figure out.
They need help or
They
guidance.
need help or guidance
Or
or
relatability.
inspiration.
Yes.
Something. Or like somebody saying, it wasn't always easy. Like they see you here in a sparkly jacket and like being like, oh, this stuff is awesome. And they send me packages and stuff, but it's not always easy.
It
They
isn't.
need somebody that can like, you know, inspire them to like live their best life.
Do you share truth? Like do you share the painful moments too?
You have to.
So tell me some of the painful moments you've shared.
I mean, like always, when you grow up the oldest of all those kids and like you're the perfect child and you do all these things right, whenever you start like losing and whenever you start like having tough times, you're confused by that because like, what?
It's not supposed to go like
It's not
that.
supposed to go like
And
that.
that's not your image.
It's not my image. Wasn't my image.
Yeah.
But then like, you know, you have to embrace those things that teach you things. Also, I think too, like you can't be afraid to reinvent yourself. Like when you fail at something or like when something's just like not taking fire or when you don't feel right in something, you can't be afraid to reinvent yourself. I
Because
always
you
said,
were thinking like all these people might judge you or think you
or they
failed.
think you failed, or like I was always saying like I wanted to sing country music. I totally reinvented myself, and then after Miss America, I totally reinvented myself doing travel stuff. Totally reinvented myself, and just like you know, you can't be afraid to reinvent yourself completely. You know, went through a really tough time in my life like 3.5 years ago, and I thought I had so many expectations. I thought everybody expected me to do all these things that like I wasn't doing and all this old stuff. I was drinking too much. I was hooked on sleeping pills. I just, you know, it was a tough time. And, you know, I was looking to like numb everything, all those tough things. And I stopped everything 3.5 years ago. I have
Was that
nothing.
hard?
I'm like raw in the world. When something bad happens to me, I can't drink a glass of wine. Like
You
I gotta
just
deal
feel
with
it.
And
You're
was the
just like
best
raw
thing.
energy all the time.
It was the best thing because I think when you have to go inside and be like, yo, what's wrong with me? Why am I feeling
Was
like
that
this?
hard to give everything up?
Yes, it was hard. It's
How
the
do you-
hardest thing ever, but it's the best thing ever. Best
Does it
thing I
get
ever did.
easier as
Oh
you
yeah,
go along?
absolutely. Like now, I don't even think about it, and I'm really grateful that like I got a deep dive. Every time something goes wrong, like I can't numb it out. I don't have the things that I used to numb it out. So I have to
You
look.
got a deep dive. Oh my
got a
gosh,
deep
tweet.
dive.
This is Oprah. Like that's a tweetable moment.
Oh man, but like thank goodness.
So you
know?
just deal with your shit.
yeah, I got to.
When you have something come up, you have to like look at it in the eyeballs and just like figure out how to
Yeah.
move on. How great though! In the long run,
great.
it's so much better to deal with it up front
Yeah.
than just let it snowball, and then all of a sudden you get like overwhelmed by your snowball.
Yeah, and like in this world that we live in, like it's like a grocery store of things that you can like numb yourself with. Anything, and not to say I still don't numb myself. I mean, I overshop a little bit. I overeat a little
Well,
bit.
now it's your job, so it's okay.
Yeah. So, but I mean, you know, I don't hope for everyone to like go through something like I went through, but you hope that people learn a different way to do their lives. They learn to do that deep dive. They learn to, you know, because when you brush and brush and brush stuff under a rug for so long, like then you got a big old mountain in your living room.
Yeah.
And like, what are you going to do with that if you don't have the tools? I had to learn. Now, not to say I have got some great therapists.
I love therapy.
I love it.
I don't know why everyone thinks like therapy is this bad thing. Why would you not invest in yourself? Like to me,
Exactly.
I'm living with this brain
Yeah.
and this life. Why would I not invest in myself?
And like you want to live your best life, and you need help to live your best life.
You need
sometimes.
guidance. Sometimes you don't know the tools.
I'm not a professional at that at those certain things.
Yes.
Yeah, and like it's just, you know, that's what I hope to be for people too. You know, yes, I'm doing makeup and I'm talking about fashion and cooking videos, but there's something else I think that comes through in that it's like, you know, I can teach people. I can show people, you know, how I got to the point that I'm at now, like how I've gone through tough things, how like losing has helped me win, and how, you know, positivity and joy
Do you
and
think
energy.
positivity is a key ingredient?
I think positivity and joy. I always say joy. I think that joy can change your life. And people are always like, yeah, but you always been like that. Shoot, I was like laying on my floor bawling, crying for like a whole year. I was not always like that. Bawling, crying in the grocery store, bawling, crying like in the line at the bank.
Just lost, trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and so like you can pull yourself up.
You
and,
have
like,
to make the choice to do that.
to find joy every day. Yeah. And like look at life as totally, like it's so cliche, but look at it as half full, because every bad thing, like it can lead to something really good. And I always hope for people to find that in their lives. And I was like, by God, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel and I'm gonna cook a video and I'm gonna show them how to do makeup, and somehow that's gonna come through. And maybe I can help, you know, somebody with something like that.
It's amazing. What you have done is amazing.
Have joy. Have joy. Strive for joy and energy and positivity. And even when you fall on your face and it's the worst in your life and you don't want to live another day, like know that you can literally, if you make it through that, be the most joyful person on the face of the earth. Like it's all in your hands. I think that's probably it.
And drop the mic, Mallory Urban. I'm telling you.
Oh no.
I am telling you, you are going to be your own. You are going to be your own Martha Stewart, Oprah, the whole brand.
Thank you.
I'm just so happy to know you.
I'm happy to know you. Thank you for having me.
Joining me. You're going to sing us like a little acapella song?
Well, shall I?
Well, yeah, we have a stage that we're going to do, or should we just do it right here since we're sitting down? Do you want to
Okay.
stand up on the stage?
No, I don't have to stay on the
Let's
stage.
stand up on the stage. You know what? We're going to take Mallory to the stage, and she's going to do us one acapella song.
Okay, like what
Okay.
song should I sing? So this is On My Own from Les Mis, but my Miss America version of it. Okay. On my own, pretending he's beside me, all alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. Then when I lose my way, I close my eyes and he has found me. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I freaking love it.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you for having me. This is the most